What is going on, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Tarot Cafe. And I am your reader, Angela. So we'll go ahead and get into it because I am a woman of very little words, unless I'm pissed off. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I have your oracles here, and you have already shown up for your reading here with the Lover's card, or the Lover, not plural. So you halfway showed up. At least half of you has shown up here. And I take that to mean that you're actually in your waking life are showing up for yourself, or at least you're trying. And if you're not, this is something that you need to work on, showing up for yourself, being present in your life for yourself, okay? Not expecting anyone to come in and be your savior because, I mean, though it can happen, it's very rare, okay? I mean, anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, hopefully. I'm not saying that there's no one out there that's going to ever help you, but a lot of times we need to show up for ourselves in order to help ourselves. It's called being self-sustaining. Okay, so that's maybe an area of your life that you would need to focus on, but that's not essentially what this card means. That's just, I'm interpreting the energy here. Okay, so we have the prayer and the bardo. These two cards coming out is like a match in heaven. These are like twin flames here, twin flame energies. So I feel like, Gemini, you've kind of been reaching out to spirit. Kind of reaching out to spirit, maybe asking for guidance, maybe hoping for something to happen. But I feel like perhaps you're not taking any action to make anything happen. Like, spirit has the door open for you, but it's your job to walk through it. The doorway isn't just going to pass over you. You have to get up and walk through it. Okay, but I feel like ultimately you have been reaching out to spirit for something, something. And with the bardo here, this is about transition. This is about going from one life to the next, or even communicating with the unseen. And here we have, you know, basically two communication cards. So I feel like you may be trying to deepen your connection with spirit, trying to communicate more, maybe even receive some sort of guidance or assistance. But honestly, I feel like for you, Gemini, the door is already open. It's like you don't really, I mean, by all means, continue to pray. But I feel like the door is already open for you. And I feel like what is happening here is that you may have some fears holding you back. So instead of being proactive, like perhaps praying and then maybe seeing the opportunity in front of you and taking that opportunity, you may be seeing the opportunity but not exactly taking it because there is some fears. There may be some what if questions lingering in your mind, and it's like that's not necessary. The door is open for you to walk through it. You know how many people wish the door that they desire was open for them? Do you know how many people wish for that? I myself have wished for that and have not seen the door open. But the door is open for you. And all you have to do is walk through. You don't really, I mean, continue to communicate. But because we have the warrior card here shortly after, I feel like you need to swallow your fear, or at the most, even if you're fearful about whatever it is, whatever you've been asking for, whatever you've been seeking from spirit, even if you're fearful about it, still stand up and walk through because you're strong enough to do so. You do have the warrior energy. You do have that fighting spirit. You do have enough courage to face your fears. You do have enough courage to even face rejection if that's what you're fearing. You do have the courage to face failure if that's what you're afraid of. But there's also something else here. But yeah, ultimately, whatever you've been asking spirit for, the door is already open. It's just waiting for you to walk through. And you need to do it now because that door, it's not going to be open forever. Let's be honest here. Doors open and close. That's the way they mechanically work. So it's not going to be open forever. So what are you waiting for? So now we're just going back around to the oracle cards really quickly. I feel like there's something else here. You know, Gemini, it's really strange that you've been holding yourself back, or it could be just your thoughts holding you back. I feel like the energy surrounding you is so light. It's so light. It's actually not, it's not burdened down with this fear, but for whatever reason, it's kind of stopping you or slowing you down. I feel like the energy around you is so very light. Like, you literally just need to stand up and walk. Like, you don't have to fight to get through this door. You just need to walk through it. That's it. There is no more fighting. There is no more waiting. There really is no more communication. Just walk through it. But it's time to transition. You know, this is your time to transition, just as this card's part of the definition is a transitional energy. And you're not transitioning. Whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're reaching, you can't have anything if you're not going to grab it. You know what I mean? Like, if I want this bracelet or something and I see it sitting here, I can stare at it all day, but it's never going to get on my wrist unless I put it there. You know what I mean? So that's, I don't know, Gemini. I don't know what you're fearing exactly. It could be all in your head, but the energy around you isn't heavy at all. It's very light. It's very like fluffy, pillowy. It's also very bright. And it's like, it's good. But I don't know. It's good. You may have been in a place of darkness for so long, you know, kind of with these skulls. Death symbolizes endings. You may have been lingering in the past for too long, what's already been over for too long, enough to see the light energy around you. Like, in your mind's eye, it's still very dark and dim, so it's kind of not allowing you to actually see past the darkness and see what's just past the death, just past the endings. It's time to transition. It's time to find the courage to walk through the door, to reach for what it is you want, what you've been asking for. You've been asking for this, and the door's already open. It's already open, but it won't be open for very long. What other messages do we have for Gemini? The Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like Gemini, like Spirit, is literally, if you know anything about ravens or crows, they're very vocal. I feel like Spirit has been trying to communicate with you that they've got this key. They've got the key to the door, and it's open. They've opened the door, but you're not listening. And you could be kind of deaf to it because you might still have this kind of defensive energy. Your walls are still up. It's like you're communicating, you're speaking a lot, but maybe you're not still enough to relax and let your walls down for a minute to receive this information. I feel like you're still stuck in a decision phase where it's like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? You may even still be weighing your options, thinking about what ifs, but the decision needs to be made because this new thing that you've been asking for, whatever you've been asking for, the new start, it's here. This is a very simple message. This could have to do with a relationship, whatever it is. It's here. All you need to do is walk through the door. I feel like Spirit is here with the Hierophant. You know, this is usually depicted as a sort of spiritual figure. And the door's been open. They specifically brought the right key, the matching key for the door you need or want to be open. It's here. It's unlocked. Walk through it. You don't even have to turn the doorknob. It's already open for you to walk through, but you maybe are having a hard time seeing it or receiving this information or this message from Spirit because of defensiveness. You may be feeling still in like a fight or flight energy. Like I said, you could have been sitting in darkness for so long that it's very hard for you to see the light. I mean, even with the Seven of Wands here, it's just this one flame, but it's surrounded by darkness. Like it's like you may still be in this darkness and you can't see this flame as a light for you. It's trying to guide you. Instead, you're more of defensive. You know, you got your walls up. It's just really time to make the decision. This is very simple. I think I'm done. Let me see if there's anything here with the... For some of you, this could have to do with a romantic relationship with the Lover here. We have the Orphan right behind it. You could have felt abandoned by someone in the past, and maybe that's the relationship you kind of want to rekindle for some of you. For some, it could also just be something, a hobby or a passion of yours that you were really passionate about, that you really connected with, that never worked out. And it's like you could have abandoned it, or you just felt like maybe Spirit abandoned you because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to work. But I feel like right now is the time. It's the time for you. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. But the door is open and you just need to walk through it, Gemini. Okay, that was my message for you, Gemini. I hope it resonates with you. If so, let me know down in the comment section below. Remember, what you've been praying for is here. The door is open. You don't even have to touch the doorknob. You just need to get up and walk through it, Gemini. So let me know down in the comment section below if you get the courage to walk through that door. All right. Thank you for stopping by the cafe. I will talk to you guys later.